And a gracious good morning to you, my dears, in YouTube land and readers of me blog. I'm doing something a bit different today because I want to show everyone that nothing is chiseled in stone and no presentation has to be the same. So, this old geezer is a bit of a walker. All of you out there who have followed me for some time know that to be quite true. So, today I'm being very European, and the person that I'm introducing you to is another personage in Marysville, downtown Marysville, historic Marysville, who be part of California gold discovered in Marysville. If it be a truism that one should never judge a book by its cover, that certainly is true when applied to Ruth. Now, I was just told that Ruth goes by the name of Apples, and that follows because the name of her shop on D Street in Marysville is called Apples Personally Yours. Fancy that. So I sit here and I don't know whether you can see, but Ruth be perhaps one of the most colorful denizens of the road, along with multiple tattoos. There they be. You can also see that she is not afraid to express herself by wearing facial jewelry. It wouldn't look nice on this old geezer because decrepitude is already set in, and I think there is nothing that's going to change that. But that's a story for another day. I heard a story recently from someone who told me that they were asked one time by a tourist, where are all the people in downtown Marysville? It was about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and the shopkeeper said, well, they're all working. And the lovely tourists who were visiting Marysville from Germany persisted and said, but where are all the people? And he said, what do you mean? And they said, in Europe, shopkeepers have a tendency to come out of their shops and engage locals and visitors on the pavement. So that gave me the perfect segue to sit here at a cafe table and do this film bit with Ruth. I cannot get away from calling her Ruth. Apples just doesn't, it's like saying apples and oranges. So Ruth, you are a bright, clever young lady who has set up her shop on D Street in historic Marysville. You come across as right colorful. Why Marysville?
Marysville. I love the downtown feeling. I love the people here. I love the diversity of the people, and I love the acceptance that they've given me since I've moved here. So
And what is it that you have for sale in your shop? What kind of wares can one expect to find?
I call it the grown-up side of me. I do a lot of home decor. I love redoing old places and fixing it up at a price that we can all afford. So I originally had started the store doing body jewelry and incense, because I'm a smell freak, I call it. And but from there, I've just from one customer asking me to redo his home, I started picking up things here and there from the Orient, from India, things like that, and it just kind of took off. So everything from hippie clothes to wall coverings to curtains, rugs, just about anything I can get my hands on.
So, along with being a colorful denizen of downtown Marysville, you make sure that much of your wares inside of your shop are very colorful as well.
Very much so.
Now, there are a lot of people who bang on about these being hard times, and there is a dearth of customers shopping in downtown Marysville. Since you are one of the young set and your ideas seem to appeal to the younger set, do you think that your having a shop in downtown Marysville gives younger folks more reason to come into the area?
Definitely one of the main things I'm trying to do is trying to get the kids more involved in what we're doing here, and to let them know that not that I want to press an appearance thing or anything, but I do want them to be comfortable in their own skin, and to realize that sometimes the community can be kind of harsh on how we do, but if they show their inner their inner beauty, the things that they have to offer, despite of what we look like. That's one of the most things that are important to me, to show them that we can be successful, you know, being ourselves.
Serving as a positive role image that being different doesn't necessarily mean wicked.
Exactly.
Now, I've had the great good fortune of noticing that you're pals with an awful lot of people on on the road.
All
And
genres,
you
all
are
types.
great pals with a lovely lady who has a shop near you. And the two of you kind of join forces, and you do a lot of brilliant things to encourage creativity amongst youths. I'm talking about small children.
Hmm.
That's very close to your heart.
Oh yes, very much.
And being new to downtown Marysville and being a merchant and trying to be clever about what promotes the area and brings more people in, rumor has it that you were one of other people who banded together recently and held a most successful Halloween Fright Night in historic downtown Marysville. Now, you'll notice that I'm not laying all of the credit on one doorstep,
Yes,
but
exactly.
everyone would be remiss if they did not acknowledge the fact that you were an integral part of that happening and making it a successful event.
Well, I'm glad that it happens. You know, I don't think that we should live on getting credit for what we're trying to get going. You know, it's just more let it happen. You know, with a community effort. That's basically what I'm trying to do. It shouldn't just be one person getting praise for something that we try to do here. As long as it keeps going and the town gets involved, and the kids are involved. That's all I'm trying to do.
If you wanted to say anything to the people who are going to peek into me blog or view you on YouTube, what is it that you would tell people about being a part of historic downtown Marysville that they might not be aware of, that you could tell them, that might pique their interest and get them to come down and give you a peek in?
What I love about Marysville is because it's historic, the fact that we have the Bacchae Temple here, that we have so much history here. I hear new stories every day of what's ghosts and buildings, things like that, and just to find the curiosity to find out exactly where we came from, and the fact that we were one of the first cities that was, you know, nominated to be the capital. That's already a big to-do thing. And then as we go along and meet all the different people that have actually stayed here and called this home, and realize that we might listen to country, we might listen to rock, we might listen to rap, or, you know, different kinds of music, different kind of things that we're into. But there's always one big bond that we have here that you're gonna meet. All the people on these merchants is that everybody is so warm. It's that all the people that I come across that have been here, and I want to be here the next 20, 30 years and be a big part of Marysville. And I'd love to meet new people coming from all over the place, you know, to see what we have to offer, whether it be small. And one thing that we do in Marysville is if we don't have it, we get it for you. You
Well-
know, we try that real hard to do that.
There you have it, my dears. Another slice of life discovered in historic downtown Marysville by this old geezer. And another reason for me to crow yet again. There be gold, real gold, in downtown Marysville. And Ruth and her shop are the reason that Marysville will not die, and it still glitters, because there be gold in downtown Marysville. You have a brilliant day,
Thank you.
and come by and say hello to Ruth and all of the other lovely people in historic downtown Marysville.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Ciao.